then Amina, hello. Then we have Kenuli and Menaka together in one place. They are living in two different apartments, but they have decided to come together. It's fun. So Praveen, Pavan, Menaka, Kenuli, they are here. And good evening, doctor. Over to you. Thank you very much.
Good evening and welcome everyone. Once again, I must start by apologizing for the misunderstanding yesterday. Thank you, Salia, for rescheduling this meeting today. So virtually we meet. I suppose this is the way going forward. I'm sure Salia has already shared a brief introduction on my snapshot.
It's on the screen.
If guys, sorry?
It's on the screen already now.
Yes, yes. And if there is anything more you need to know, you may always approach me directly or individually. I mean, Shalia will share my Facebook page and also my visiting card. I will share it to you, Salia, so that you could share it with the group later on.
Yes, sure.
Just to start on our session, one of the topics that I personally take to heart and would like to stress a lot of interest on is creating awareness for oral health. We're not exactly popular amongst the people I know as a dentist, right? There have been so many instances when patients, the first thing they do when they walk in, even before they sit down, they're like, I don't really like dentists, right? But it doesn't have to be that way, right? Sadly, such is the reality. But parents, I'm sure there are many parents here, children, we need to take the responsibility to educate and ensure the importance of taking care of our teeth. I can see some little attendees in our group here. So maybe just to make it a bit more interactive, maybe you could tell me why you think your teeth are important for you. I see Pandula Atauda. Yeah, would you like to tell me maybe why?
That's me. Actually, it's Praveen and Pavan. That's
Why do you think it's important?
Because he has calcium. Yeah.
You know how to protect.
No, why are our teeth important for us? Why are they important for you?
Then otherwise you won't be able to chew food. You won't be able to eat, and you'll eventually you'll get cavities.
If you don't look after your teeth, you'll get cavities. That is right. So why are teeth important? We need them for chewing, to bite our food with. And also, what's the first thing you do? You see someone, you smile. Do you know how important you should be able to smile with people, right? Yeah, that's a first impression. It makes you confident, right? Another important thing is, look at us. We are each speaking, right? We need our teeth. The teeth together with our tongue help us make sound. The teeth are important in speech. And what else? One more thing maybe. Our smiling, for our food, the chewing, and also for speech, right? So I'm going to ask you maybe why you think dental care is important for you. I can't really see the other attendees, Salia, but I don't know if there's anybody else who would like to chip in.
Yes, Menaka and Kenuli would like to add some thoughts.
Nice. Yes, please. Why would you think dental care is important for you? Why is it important that we look after our teeth?
Probably the same reasons that we went through.
Yeah. Also looking after our teeth to prevent cavities. There's also other little aspects like, you know that our teeth are connected to our gums, right? So it also helps us look after our gums to prevent gum disease, bad breath. How many of y'all have woken up with really bad breath in the morning?
Once I also slept.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes, right? Sometimes.
Once in a really while. Hardly ever. Once in a really. You know, I have braces, so it's especially important for me for the oral hygiene actually. So I have braces now. So.
Yes, especially when you have braces, it makes it a little more tricky cleaning your teeth, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I wore braces too, and I can never forget how much trouble I had to take to clean my teeth, right? So another important reason why it's important is to also prevent the staining. Have you seen so many people, even as we get older, our teeth get more yellow. You know, we have lots of fizzy drinks and we eat lots of food with lots of spices, right? Especially in Sri Lanka, we eat with a lot of turmeric and chili, right? So all these food actually stain our teeth. So taking care of our teeth will also help get rid of these stains, right? And most importantly, it improves our overall health. Even though we don't realize it, our mouth is connected to the rest of our body. And all the diseases that spread or end up in the rest of our body actually start from our mouths. That's another reason why it's important we need to take care of our teeth. Now, we spoke earlier about having cavities, right? So maybe the little boys there, Praveen and Pawan, you can maybe tell me how we get cavities?
Because the acid in sugary food that breaks down the enamel layer, which allows the sugar to sugar dissolves the calcium.
That's like the perfect answer. That was fantastic, right? So maybe that's really good. Salia, I'm not seeing any other participants. If I'm missing out on anyone's name, maybe you could help call them out for me, right?
Yeah.
So maybe one question for the adults, right?
Right. Amina.
Very often, this one's for the adults, okay? Very often I have patients coming to the clinic and they tell me, you know, I brush my teeth, I rinse my mouth, but, you know, I don't even take sugar, but, you know, I still have cavities. So maybe you could think of other possible reasons. Salia, there was a slide with what causes cavities?
Yes, working on that.
Yeah, you could. So it's just not, let me just show it to you where, you know, there are 4 main reasons that actually contribute to us developing cavities, right? So I'm just going to highlight that for you in my slide. The next slide, Salia. There you go. Now, the 2 little boys, you guys mentioned sugar, right? Sugar in our diet, you know, when they remain in our teeth and we don't clean them out adequately, it breaks down your enamel and you get cavities. The bacteria in our mouth is probably the most contaminated with different kinds of bacteria, right? So if we don't clean our teeth adequately, if we don't follow proper oral hygiene, bacteria is also another leading cause for developing cavities. Time. As we get older, each and every one of us also get more susceptible to developing cavities because with time, our bones get weaker, our teeth get weaker. We tend not to take care of our teeth as much as we did when we were much younger. We tend not to take enough calcium, right? Even the calcium in our body starts depleting. So for that reason, time is also a contributing factor. And the last reason is susceptible teeth. That depends on our genetics. All of us don't have the same teeth, right? 2 little kids here, you look at each other's teeth. No 2 people have exactly the same teeth, right? Our structure is very different and very unique to us, okay? If there's any questions, please feel free to ask. If I'm going too fast.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
That's all right, good. So,
Why should we? Excuse me.
There is a question, Rosetta.
Sorry?
There is a question from one of the participants.
Yes, please.
Excuse me. My name is Alisha. Do you remember me?
Sorry, Alisha, is it? A patient, how nice. I'm happy you remember me because you always see me with the mask and the cap and the goggles and right?
Yeah.
So Alisha, sorry?
I have a question.
Yes, please, go ahead.
Why do we have to all the time brush our teeth?
Sweetheart, we don't have to all the time brush our teeth. In fact, if you brush all the time, you may be actually doing more harm than good, right? All you need to do is brush 2 times a day, just for 2 minutes. I have some tools which I wanted to show you as we went along, right? 2 minutes is all it takes. These are little timers. You can actually buy them at some dental shops. I can try and find them for you, right? And refer you to the link. I use this with my children. When they go to the bathroom, all they got to do, can you see what this is?
Timer, 2-minute timer.
Yeah, it's just a 2-minute timer, right? All you got to do is, I'm going to just show you since we're at this question anyway. Find your toothpaste, the toothbrush. And remember, all you need to do is take a pea-size amount of it, not a lot, just pea-size. Sorry, do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just at the edge, just a pea-size. You don't put toothpaste all along your toothbrush. You never do that, right? Too much toothpaste means too much fluoride, and that's not good for you. And what you do is with these little timers, or most of you have your own watches, right? You can flip it over and start, right? So you don't need to brush all day long, every single time. 2 times a day, just for 2 minutes is all it takes if you do it properly.
Sorry to
I
interrupt
can
you.
actually, I have a dental model here, right? This is my model, my assistant here. And I can use it later on to show you how you need to brush your teeth, right?
Miss,
Because what happens if you actually don't brush your teeth properly? Can somebody help answer that? Like, I mean, what do you see on your teeth if you don't brush your teeth properly?
Rosanna,
Have you ever
Praveen and
noticed-
Pawan wanted to
Have you
raise their
ever-
hand.
Yes, please, Praveen and Pawan.
the answer is that the bacteria stays on the teeth and then they don't go up, and which causes more cavities. And also, Pawan had a question. He wanted to know what is fluoride.
Fluoride is actually a chemical that is found in our teeth, in our toothpaste. It's an ingredient that is essential to help strengthen your teeth and prevent cavities from forming. Just like you've heard of calcium, these are elements, right? So fluoride is an element that is really essential to help look after our teeth. It helps protect our teeth from developing cavities, right?
Okay.
If you take your toothpaste, you'll notice there's a section with ingredients, and it'll tell you that it has to have fluoride, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, those of you, my point was earlier, when you don't brush your teeth too well, have you ever noticed that the white, milky, murky stuff building up on your teeth and along your gums, right? Salia, could you please, the next slide?
Sure.
Let me just show you what it looks like if you haven't cleaned your teeth adequately, right?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that looks horrible, doesn't it? I've had instances where, this one's for the adults also, where some instances patients actually come in and they say, I have a bloody taste in my mouth, or my gums are bleeding, I have this white stuff that's stuck. How can you essentially effectively get that out? So one of the other oral hygiene aids, I'm sorry, I forgot to bring it to my table, is best implementing the use of dental floss. I'm sure most of you have heard of dental floss, right? Have you, little one?
Exactly.
Yes, right?
So
So
the thing with the string.
yes, that's a string that you pull out. And in fact, especially for you, little one, with braces, there are special interdental flosses that you can use to clean between your teeth, okay? Right? So this is just to show you what it actually looks like when you don't clean effectively around your teeth. And this, by the way, is not cleaned out by your normal toothbrush, right? Which is why implementing the use of a dental floss is really important, because the dental floss actually helps you reach areas which are not effectively reached by your toothbrush, right? Can you see the bleeding around the gum line, right? That's the edge of your tooth, right? Just at the edge of your tooth, the margin between your gum and the teeth, the white stuff that gets collected there will never be removed by a normal toothbrush. So this is also another reason why I stress that it's important to make it a point to visit your dentist at least 2 times a year. That's once every 6 months. So we can help get rid of the plaque that sets in your gums. Because unfortunately, if you don't clean this out effectively, the plaque becomes harder and forms tartar. It's calculus. It's as hard as stone. And then no matter how much you brush, you can't get it out. Sounds horrible, doesn't it, kids? Right? Which is why all you need to do is make it a habit. Make it a point to visit your dentist to help remove the plaque and tartar from you. Praveen has a question. Sally, I just got that message. Yes.
I just one more question. I was thinking about going to the dentist half a year. I have to go every month actually, you know.
You're going every month because you need to get your braces tightened, isn't it, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a little different for you, but of course, even then your dentist will advise you to have your teeth cleaned by another dentist. Has he ever told you that?
No.
No,
Actually, he's cleaning.
He's cleaning it. So he's cleaning it and you're probably doing a good job, right? It's just that when you wear braces, you need to take extra time and extra effort to clean it better, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay, in my next slide, did you know that 90% of our bad breath is due to the tongue? We keep talking about our teeth. As a habit, we need to remember that no matter how much morning and night we brush, we floss, we use mouthwash, right? Don't ever forget to brush your tongue at the end of your cleaning procedure, right? So I have a really nice big model here. Remember, when I show you at the end how to brush your teeth, you actually need to remember to finish off by brushing your tongue. Okay?
Do that every day. Really?
Another reason why we need to really be careful about our oral health, you could go to the next slide, Salia. I mentioned this earlier also. All the diseases, the rest of our body begins from our mouth. There are so many patients with diabetes today. You may have heard that's such a common problem today, especially in Sri Lanka also. It's not just about our diet, and it's more or less also connected with our diet. But if you notice, many of the patients who have diabetes have very poor oral hygiene. They may have many missing teeth, bleeding gums, shaking teeth. That is why it's essential. Prevention is always better, right? So we need to take better care of our teeth, because once all the bacteria sets in between your teeth and in your gums, it actually goes into the blood and goes to the rest of your body. It can affect your heart. It can affect your lungs, right? So this is another reason why I need to stress, look after your mouth, because it affects the rest of your body, right? The next slide, Salim. Okay, to the little one who asked me earlier about why do I brush all day? Why do I? Sometimes, like I said earlier, brushing too much, and if you don't do it correctly either, can actually do more harm, right? Could we see the next slide? So brushing harder does not necessarily mean you're cleaning better. If you look here, I've just shown a picture. I've had so many patients, even doctors who have come, who have brushed their teeth too hard, and see what happens to the enamel. Right? They just get wasted away, and the enamel, once wasted, will never ever come back. So because we are speaking on this right now, one point I'm going to tell you is never ever hold your brush along your teeth and brush really hard. You may have noticed some people are in the habit of standing in front of the mirror and really brushing your teeth really hard. So what's going to happen in the end is you're going to have really badly wasted out teeth. And to the adults out there, there are many instances where patients come complaining about sensitivity, the current-like feeling. More often than not, it's because of excessive or really hard toothbrushing technique. Could we have the next slide, Salim?
Dr. Hasita has a question. Can I unmute you, Hasita?
Yeah, I just want to know, like, this is something regarding to cosmetic purpose.
Yes.
Like now, when you say the plaque, when it's been removed, there are gaps being created. So that is like, now sometimes like we are not aware of this, like this will happen.
Yes. Yeah.
So once everything is being clean, like small gaps are being created, and again another maybe like 6 months time it's again filled. So again you clean it, again those gaps are being created. So my question is like, as a cosmetic purpose, like what are the options like we could take to fill in these gaps now, because we have gone to few dentists, and they don't advise it, like even for a cosmetic purpose, to fill in those gaps. They say, but when you fill it, it becomes more, because those fillings are not permanent. So maybe in 2 or 3 years time it will fall off. So then the gap is more big. So what do you advise for that?
In my personal opinion, I would never fill it for the patient, no matter how much they insisted on a cosmetic concern, right?
Yes.
To begin with, it's because of the plaque that hardened and solidified into tartar that it actually created a weight in your gums and made the space more prominent. These spaces are actually important. We're actually supposed to have interdental spaces. Each tooth individually is supposed to be set in such a way that there's a gap between the tooth and the gum, so you can clean it effectively. But of course, there are instances where in some patients, the spacing is more prominent.
Yes, that's right.
My genuine advice is I'm against filling it, because like you said, it can break. And my main concern is that to fill such a tooth, you need to actually damage the existing tooth, which is perfectly fine. And these fillings can stain, they'll chip off, they discolor very easily, right? And they don't look so pretty. And when they discolor and chip off, they actually become more rough and cause more plaque to actually fill in and set in between your teeth. So in my personal opinion, the ideal way to fix your gaps is if you see an orthodontist and actually get your spacing corrected.
You mean by using the braces?
Braces or retainer, it depends on the need of your situation. That would be the best way, and I feel that's a long-term investment with absolutely no damage to your existing teeth.
Okay, right, thanks. Thank you.
Yes, Praveen. Yeah.
So, I just wanted to know which toothbrush is best, the soft bristles, medium bristles, or hard bristles?
Very good question. I love that question. See, I'm going to show you this toothbrush, right? Because I'm going to cover your point also. Always choose a toothbrush with a small head, right? This is slightly longer. If it's possible, you have to look for a toothbrush that had a small head, an angled body, and I always recommend soft bristles. Because even if you are doing more damage with your toothbrushing technique, your toothbrush might actually minimize that for you. So I would strongly recommend soft bristles. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, there's one more. Oh, I didn't realize time is flying, right? So what I actually wanted to stress on, like I said earlier, a few things, especially in times of Corona, right? We're all confined at home, right? I think we tend to snack a little more, eat, I mean, in between too many snacks, too much of fizzy drinks, we're stress eating. I'm stress eating. I have 2 kids at home and, you know, so much is happening. Remember to take care of your teeth, right? Brush. Make it the last thing you do before you go to bed at night, right? And try not to eat anything afterwards. Remember to get into the habit of using dental floss if it's possible. And I strongly recommend using mouthwash, right? Also remember to drink plenty of water throughout the day, because drinking water helps neutralize all the acidity in your mouth and the alkalinity from the different kinds of food that we eat. So many of us like having green tea, lime juice, fruit juice, kids eat chocolate. But that's a slide actually on the tartar and the spaces, right? Hasita, I see you as Hasita. If ever you needed to speak to me separately about it, I can actually, you can just reach out. You can DM me separately, right?
Yes.
So
Sir.
remember these tips. And also, most importantly, make it a point to see your dentist at least once every 6 months. That's all it takes in the sense of prevention. Don't wait until you're in pain. If you're scared, tell the dentist you're scared, right? They will not rush into treatment. They don't want to work on you when you're anxious. We will speak to you. You just have to tell and express your fears, right? And we'll take whatever measures we need to make it a bit more pleasant for you, right? These are just some pictures of cavities. If there's anything else you needed to ask me, these are some of my cases. I know it looks horrifying. These are children who go to bed at night without brushing their teeth, you know, when they have their milk bottle, when they go to bed with a milk bottle. That's a guy who came during office hours, broke his tooth, and I fixed it in the clinic. just with normal filling. We didn't even put a proper crown. These are real scenarios, right? It can happen to any of us, right? But it can always be fixed. So that's a patient without a tooth at the bottom, and he needed a quick solution. So we made a denture for him. A denture is something that you can remove and fix whenever you need. And that's another boy who broke his tooth, and he was getting married the next month, and he needed a quick solution. So this is also another slide stressing on why it's important to clean your teeth, because we catch your cavities early on. The pain is lesser. The damage is lesser. The treatment is also, not as time consuming, not as expensive, right? Teeth whitening, to those of you who are interested, it's a completely safe procedure that we do. We don't use any strong harmful radiation lamps, right? We just use a gel, and it's just a 1-hour procedure in the clinic if ever you're interested. There's actually a patient of mine, and I'm sharing this with her consent. She came down from the US and wanted it cleaned the same day that she arrived, and we did this for her. This was my, I mentioned this earlier about dental anxiety, right? Remember, your smile is priceless, right? And if you have any questions.
Yes, we have two. We have just 1 minute left. So everybody, please thank the doctor for volunteering to come online despite her busy schedule. And we have a lot of series happening online. The next will be a kind of a child psychologist helping you with your syllabuses, not to get stressed out with your homework, etc., and online learning stuff. So please keep in touch, and I will share doctor's information to you on WhatsApp. Am I supposed to give you a mobile number, doctor? Fine.
That's fine. That's fine.
Right.
It's on my Facebook page as well, right? So.
Right. Then thank you so much, Dr. Rosanna,
Thank
for coming
you very
online.
much for your advice, and it was
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
And please
Thank you
don't
very
forget,
much.
kids, if you are
Thank you.
not cleaning your teeth, or if you're not seeing the dentist, you won't be able to use the snorkel or style corrections. Important.
That's a good one.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.